Hello friends, I'm Simreaper and today I am back with a new speed build video. I took a day off yesterday just because I've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed and I just wanted some time to relax and play some Stardew Valley, but I am back. Hopefully, not just this video, hopefully I will also be able to do my daily uploads throughout the week, but I also really prioritize self-care. So if I can't keep up with my promise, I do apologize sometimes. I just get I don't know, really overwhelmed. But I have been playing Stardew Valley. I finally started playing it and I got kind of a little bit obsessed with it. I'm not gonna lie. I played literally hours and hours and hours every day. And now I'm at a point where I'm married and I just had a kid and my farm's doing pretty good, and I don't know, today I just was playing it and then I just got bored. I don't know, it's not a boring game at all, but I just got bored out of nowhere, I don't really feel like playing this anymore. So I'm probably gonna do a lot of, well, not do a lot of, but make a lot of Sims videos today just so that I can, mix it up and play something that I enjoy. And yeah, so now that all that's out of the way, let me start talking about this build. So when I first started building this is also going to be in my save, by the way. When I first started building this, I wanted, well, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to build. I knew that I wanted a normal, air quotes, normal house, because I wanted to kind of expand out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I never really build normal houses. And when I say normal, I haven't lived in America for 2 years, but from what I remember, this is kind of how the stereotypical suburban house looks these days, the newly built ones. With the brick on the bottom and then the siding on top, and it's just kind of this boxy shape. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but this is just kind of how, those you go to those neighborhoods where they have all the houses look the same. This is kind of what I was thinking about while I was doing this build. And yeah, I kind of really like how it turned out. Took a lot of work and a lot of second guessing and changing things, but in the end I think it turned out okay. For a air quotes normal home, I feel it's really quite cozy and nice. So I did add a faux garage onto it, because we don't have garages or cars in this game, but I just kind of created the effect of one with that wider siding and then the windows and columns. And then I also decorate the inside of the garage as any good garage shall be decorated. I don't know why I'm talking so weirdly today. I keep saying weird words that don't go together. I don't know. I think it has to do with the whole being overwhelmed thing. I don't even know exactly why I'm so overwhelmed. To be honest, daily uploads aren't really that hard for me to accomplish, because I record a bunch of videos at one time, and then the editing process, maybe I just am not editing videos right, or I suck at it, but the editing process takes me little to no time. I just watch it through once or twice and just cut out the things that I don't want. And then I add my music and whatever, and it doesn't take me that long. So daily uploads shouldn't be a problem, right? But for some reason, I don't know, I feel I'm just a really weak person. Just a little bit of stress will put me over the edge. So, and then also earlier this week my subscriber count wasn't really growing. I think it was stuck at 21 subscribers, and before that it had been growing every day, even if it was only one subscriber. So maybe I was a little bit discouraged as well, but I'm trying to be a stronger person. So even though I honestly don't even feel doing this voiceover right now, I'm just kind of forcing myself to, because I figure like if I want to be able to like discipline myself and have like that amount of self-discipline, that I have to like actually force myself to do things when I don't want to, which is a lot harder than it sounds. So I'm actually waiting on a pizza right now because I ordered pizza. Don't judge me. It's just like I told myself that I could have a pizza, but only if I, worked hard today and did what I had to do and made a video. And I don't know. I feel like rewarding myself helps me be more self-disciplined, even though I don't really think that's like the exact definition of self-discipline. I think real self-discipline, like you wouldn't even need a reward. But I don't know. Baby steps, guys. Baby steps. I'm just a garbage human being. It's okay. But yeah, okay, so I just wanted to talk about this. Like, there's like a weird bug where if you try to like cut out part of the floor in a room, like to create like a lofty kind of thingy, the roof will cut in to the build. So I just fixed it, but the way I had to fix it was I had to put on like a smaller roof trim, and then I had to like make the eaves on the side that's facing the build like one shorter so that it wouldn't cut through the wall. And it's honestly so annoying. I really hope that they fix that bug soon, because it's been happening in a lot of my builds, because I love creating lofts for my Sims, and it's just, it's so annoying. This whole floor plan up here pretty much switches like around. It changes because I was originally going to put the master bedroom on the left hand side here, but I end up putting it on the right hand side, and I like the floor plan I ended up with much better. The downstairs area, there's not a lot of space because the garage takes up like a ton of space, but I was able to fit in a bathroom, a kitchen, a living room, and then like a little pantry, and then of course the garage, and then the laundry room on the back of the garage. So that was good. I was worried I wasn't going to be oh my goodness. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to fit everything, but I was able to, so it's all good. And actually, I need to take a break because I think my food just got here. Never mind, I'm back. It was just my neighbor. But yeah, so I don't exactly remember what I was talking about, but I struggled with this kitchen slash like, oh my gosh, kitchen slash dining room for the longest time, just trying to like figure out the layout of it because it's kind of like in a weird spot. I end up just like closing off the kitchen and dining in like its own room. So I close it off on the entrance side, and then I also close it off from the living room. And yeah, I ended up not putting any windows on the bottom of the back side of the build just because the kitchen is right there and the window would kind of mess it up, and then you can't only have like one lone window for the living room because it looks kind of silly. So I just ended up not putting any windows on the bottom floor back there. I'm sorry if it bothers you, but it would bother me a lot more to have a window just like behind that counter there or something. I don't know. And yeah, this is the first time I've actually used this kitchen tile. I don't know why I've never used it before, but I love them so much. They remind me so much of like actual kitchens like in the United States. Like, I feel like these kinds of tiles are pretty common. But yeah, so I actually ended up fitting a little breakfast bar in there, and then there is an actual table, but it only has 3 seats, which is fine because this home I imagine for 3 Sims, because I made a family for this home, and it's like a single mom and then her 2 kids. She has a child daughter and a toddler son. So I think it's fine that there's 3 chairs. I actually probably should have changed one of them to a high chair, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But there is a high chair in the toddler's room if you want to leave it there, or if you want to move it, whichever. I mean, once it's in your game, it's yours to mess around with, you know? So there is where I put in the pantry. I used to like, I think it's supposed to be for like a business kind of like pantry rack, but I thought it could work quite well for just like a house too. So I just made a little pantry room because I know those are quite common in the US as well. And just playing around with the wall color, trying to pick one out. I don't know, I have a really bad eye for color, which I'm trying to work on, and I'm hoping that by building more, I'll get better at it. But I ended up going with like this sort of neutral tone, just because neutrals go with everything. I rely way too heavily on neutrals. I barely use any color, which I need to focus more on, but it's okay. I'll get better as I go along. It'll be okay. But yeah, so this kitchen is basically about done. Just trying to pick out a painting, which I will change like a million times. So that's not even the one that I ended up choosing. It's a little bit later that I'll end up actually choosing. But yeah, so done with the kitchen. Oh no, I'm just like playing with the lights. I don't like the like cool lighting of the other ones. Like some of them look nice, but I don't like how they're like cool lighting. I feel like it fit the colors of the kitchen very well, because I feel like the colors are like very warm neutrals in the kitchen, and just to have the cool lighting just kind of washes them out. So I ended up just keeping the same light that I had in there. And then I'm just putting light on the outside of the house, my favorite part of any build, because I love lit up houses at night, as I've said a million times in probably all of my build videos ever. So I don't know why I keep repeating myself, but it's fine. We're doing fine here. And yeah, this is the little living room. I call it little, but maybe it's average size. I don't know. My living room was quite big growing up, but it had like a really weird shape to it. So it was really hard to furnish. Like there was like a diagonal wall in it, and like, I don't know. I just had a really weird living room, and my parents always had like the biggest problem, like trying to like figure out where to place the couches and like the entertainment center and all of that. Which, speaking of entertainment centers, I really wish we had those in The Sims, because I feel like they're a lot more accurate to like, well, at least like in the US, they're like pretty accurate to like where we put like our TVs and like our gaming consoles, which like even in Japan, like a lot of people use entertainment centers. So I don't know why it's not like a thing in The Sims. Maybe it's just because like the TV sizes are also different. To have them all fit in like the same entertainment center would be difficult. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I just wish that we had them. And yeah, I'm going again with the neutrals in the living room. Like I didn't even realize while I was doing this build that I was like relying so heavily on neutrals, but now that I'm looking at it, yeah, I'm sorry if neutrals aren't your thing. You're probably not gonna like this house very much, but I don't know, I still like it. I still think it's nice and like cozy, and the kids' rooms are really colorful. That's something I always do, is I always make kids' rooms like really, really colorful. Like almost too colorful sometimes. Oops, that was my oven, I'm sorry. Like blindingly colorful, but it's cool. And then I'm doing like the little half bath. I call it a half bath because there's like no shower or anything, which I'm sure you guys know. I don't know why I had to explain that. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of things to fill up the time, because this is a 30-minute long speed build video. I already have everything on 1,000%. So like if I sped it up more, you wouldn't even like be able to see what I'm doing at all. So I just figured oh my god, I cannot talk. I just figured that I would just make a longer voiceover and try and challenge myself and see if I can do it. I'm not like a really chatty person, so like I've said before, it's a little bit difficult for me to keep talking for 30 minutes or so. But yeah, so Luckily, thanks to Strangerville, we actually got like this bunker rack, which I think fits really well for a garage. Like, to me, it just looks like any regular old storage rack that you would have in your garage. So I'm really happy that we have that item now, because I finally have something that makes sense to put in my garages. And then I just put like a little bit of pipe work in there and a woodworking table, because I don't know about other countries, but I know in the United States, like, my dad would always do woodworking in the garage and all that fun stuff. And then just like a bunch of wall decorations, and then I'm doing the flooring. This felt like a pretty garagey flooring to me, so I just put it down. It's actually a tile, but I don't know. I think it fit really well. And I'm just looking for more wall decorations, and I went with a chalkboard just because I know, like, when you're doing woodworking in real life, like, you have to like write down like measurements and stuff like that, so I felt like it would be convenient to just like have it right there so you can like write down the stuff that you need to remember. And I don't know, I just thought that was like a cool detail. And oh my gosh, here I am searching for freaking ever for that shelf that came with the Laundry Day stuff pack. I thought it was in decorations, so I looked through every category of decorations probably like 1,000 times, and I couldn't find it, and I was getting so frustrated. And then I finally remembered, oh duh, it's under shelves or not under shelves, but under displays in the services section. And I felt really stupid, but I found it eventually, so it was okay. And then I'm just like working on the little entryway. I have that little hutch off to the side there with some like sports equipment so that the kids can like kind of grab it and go. And then I'm like, I put like a little beach basket there, also like the same kind of idea, just something you can like grab and go, like if you're on your way out of the house for like a beach trip. And then I put like a little ottoman with a mirror behind it. I figure that you can sit there and like put on your shoes or take them off or like check out your outfit, you know, before you leave the house, that kind of thing. And yeah, so that's basically our little entryway. And then I put a little bin and a post box outside. I don't know why I'm saying bin and post box. I'm American. I put a garbage can and a mailbox outside. I'm sorry guys, I'm having a really rough day. Or I'm having a really rough week, let's be real. 14 hours a day playing Stardew Valley means that I am not in a good place. I'll just put it that way. Yeah, so I love that little vase. I love like sizing it down like once or twice and then just like putting it on like a little whatchamacallit table. Oh goodness, what is it? What are they called? Accent tables. I love putting it on the little accent tables. I think it looks so nice and just like sleek and decorated. I don't know. I like it. And now I'm struggling with what to put in that blank corner over there, because I hate having just like blank corners in my builds. I don't know what it is about it. I just really hate them. So I'm again searching for the longest time for something that I can put over there, and just not really finding anything that I like. I tried to put like some little hutches there and like a little shelf thingy, but eventually I just kind of went with, and you'll see here in just a second, yep, I went with a grandfather clock. Not that one, but yes, that one. And I know in my home growing up, we had a grandfather clock like in between the entrance way and the living room. So like the living room and the entrance are like connected. So yeah, I just felt like it was realistic, at least to what I have experienced. So that's why I put it there. And then I also imagined the mom that I made for this house, she really likes gardening and like having like her own produce and like honey. So that's why I put like the garden and the bee boxes back there. So I really want to play with this family. Like I should, whenever I like upload my save, I should just like go through like a tour of like all the households that I've made for it and just like tell the stories of like everyone. I think that would be really cool. But of course that's like a video that's like way in the future, so there's no point in talking about it now. But and then I put this fencing because backyard fences are pretty common in America, especially in neighborhoods. And then I remember I was really frustrated because I searched forever for a gate, as you can see I'm doing right now, that would fit with it. But there's no gate for this fence. And it makes me so irritated. Like, why would you make a fence and then not have a gate for that fence? What are you thinking, you? Sometimes I just don't know. But yeah, so I ended up just not having a gate. So if you want to get to the backyard, you have to go all the way through the house and then through the garage, and then you can get to the backyard, which kind of irritated me, but I mean, what are you gonna do? And now I'm just doing some landscaping. I put a few trees in, and then just having like a little landscaped little garden area there, which looks pretty nice in my opinion. And yeah, I try to match the trees that I put down with the area. So I put like a little sakura tree, and then like a weeping willow, and then what is that other one called? The other green one that I put in the front yard. I don't know exactly what it's called right at this moment, but there's a lot of those in this world as well. This is I don't want to get the name wrong, but I do think that this is Newcrest. I do believe that this is Newcrest. It's the empty world where you have like a bunch of lots to fill up. So yeah, I'm eventually, so like the opposite lot from this house, I'm planning on building a library because I feel like it's like a perfect spot for it. So it's like right along the lake and everything. So if you do download this house and you want to put it in Newcrest, and you want to put it on this lot, your Sims can just like go right over to the library. It's like across the street, though unfortunately the Sims 4 is not open world, so like you'll still have a loading screen, but still I think that's like really cool that the library is like so close. And if you've already noticed, I don't know if you have or not, like in the background there's my Sakura house build that I made for cherry blossom season, and it's like the latest speed build on my channel besides this one. And yeah, so they're like right next to each other. I thought it was pretty funny to have an American style house and a Japanese style house right next to each other. I don't know, I'm weird, but I don't know, I kind of like it. I feel like they fit together in like a really weird way. Probably because they're both just like so boxy shaped. I don't know. But yeah, in there I finally fixed the layout for the upstairs because now I'm going to start furnishing it. For some reason, I did something really weird this time. I never usually like furnish the outsides of my builds before I'm done with the inside, but I actually did it on this build. Like the whole backyard is like already done and like landscaped. I don't know, that's like really weird for me. I never do that, like ever. So I don't know. I still don't know why I didn't finish furnishing before doing the outside, but I mean, I'm not complaining. I still got the job done. Everything's all furnished and nice and all good. But I struggled with the master bedroom, furnishing it for like the longest time. I just couldn't get the color scheme right. I didn't know what I wanted. So I get really frustrated and I end up deleting everything in the room and just starting over, which you'll see in just a second. But yeah, I do that a lot because like I said, I'm not really good at judging color. I mean, I can see colors for what they are, but I'm not good at judging like what looks good together. And I don't know. Like I said, I'll get better. It's like one of those inevitable things. The more you do something, the better you're gonna get at it. You know, practice makes perfect, blah 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 blah. I just have to put in the effort and I will get better. But yeah, so I ended up going with this black and neutral scheme. So I really do like it though. I really think it's quite nice and I would love this type of bedroom. I don't know, maybe I'm just like a really plain person. I really wish that I was better at using color, but that's also something I'm going to have to work hard on expanding and trying to get better at. I mean, there's like a little bit of pop of color in that painting there, but Other than that, it's quite neutral and just bland almost. Yeah. So I'm sorry if that's not your style, but hey, it's my build, so you don't have to use it if you don't want to. And here's the master bathroom. I really wanted to fit a shower in as well, but I wasn't able to. So I just kind of went with like that giant tub, and I felt like that was nice enough for a master bathroom. And I think it ended up looking quite nice as a house in this price range could be. Oh my god, could have. I cannot speak. As nice as you could expect from a house in this price range. I think that's what I was trying to say. But yeah, because this is about like $100,000 house. So like in real life, I feel like that's pretty normal for like a starter like family home like this in the suburbs. Oh my god, suburbs. Guys, I think I need speech therapy, like low-key, like not even kidding, because I never talk, and when I do, I like fumble over my words and stuff. I think I seriously might need speech therapy, and that's not like to drag on people who actually do and who actually undergo speech therapy. I mean, like, I legitimately think that I need it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like saying like really dumb stuff and I need to stop. But yeah, so this is the little daughter's bedroom that I'm working on. And I love the color schemes. I say I love it, but I pretty much use the same color scheme for almost every little girl room that I make. Like there's always pink. For sure, like 100% there's always pink, but I don't really use blue that much or teal, so I feel like maybe that's a little bit different from my usual, but I don't know, I really liked how it went. And of course I had to use the new lava lamp from Strangerville. I just love lava lamps so much. And I'm still waiting for a suggestion on where to buy one. I mean, I'm sure they have them on Amazon, but I don't know. I'm a little bit like anxious about online shopping, especially online shopping from Japan, because you never know how the condition of the item is going to be when it gets to you. And I don't know why, but returning items, like going to like a post office and like returning items, like really stresses me out and makes me anxious. So even if I have a bad item, like I never return it, which probably isn't a good thing. Like that's 100% my own fault, but I don't know. There's like a lot of random things that just like make me really anxious. Like answering the door makes me anxious. Like talking on the phone makes me anxious. I'm just an anxious person. But yeah, so that's the end of the speed build, guys. I hoped you like it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I post new videos every single day, maybe. And so I will see you all tomorrow.